time I get this up, it's going to probably be late evening. And I'll get to that when I get to the now portion of the week there was, week there will be. So the week there was, great conversations with Brad. Half the fun was trying to get Brad on the channel, him having a bunch of issues, but when he got on, dropped knowledge. The man is a savant when it comes to NFL football. Just he just knows his stuff. And that was continuing on Tuesday with IRP. And I'll leave a link to that video down below if you're interested in hearing more of what Brad had to say on the NFL season. Him and Amish Dave had a great discussion. I listened to most of it. It is those guys know their stuff. Sorry, I've been dry all day today. This weather's going back and forth. The allergies crazy. But anyway, great conversation. Monday, me and my dad talked baseball. Just getting excited for the playoffs. Having a great, 3-team race in the National League, American League, a 2-team race. Some fun baseball right now, and just seeing how some careers and we're going to see Miguel Cabrera in his last few swings coming up, and an ending to a great career there, and just some milestones. We're going to see where we thought the MVP was all but locked up, and really in either league it's not. There's a lot of discussion going on, so a lot to be watching in the baseball season right now. Let's see, Wednesday showed off a bunch of pickups, a nice little stack, eBay and some Tops.com stuff. I don't want to talk some more about that here in a little bit. Didn't do a Thursday. Just I was tired. I slept in. Didn't get around to it, but I'll definitely do one this week. I just like to have enough there, and I haven't caught up on some of my shows that I like to talk about. And then that gets us to today. And today is the reason why I'm late. I wanted to talk about my goals. I have come up on 5 years of YouTube's. The 28th of this month, actually. I'll probably thinking about doing something special. I don't know what to do. But the 28th of this month is 5 years for me. That's pretty significant thing. Let me see how many videos I have made too as well. Let's so I made 601 videos, not including today. So today be 602. 594 subscribers that I cherish. I have a very close subscriber group, but one of my goals, I would love to get to 1,000. That's just something of a respect value there. And I want to talk a little bit more about that here coming up. But yeah, I mean, 29th, I'll be 5 years of doing this. Felt like I just started, always learning, getting better. So goals, hobbying goals. We'll go over that real quick. I think I want to take a break from purchasing for a little while. And not completely. I talked to some of my friends. I talked to some people that I feel very close to in this hobby. If Tops.com comes up with something of my PC, I'll probably pick that up, because I just don't want to try to find it later and then the price is higher sometimes. I'd just rather go ahead and get it off of Tops.com, like a Tops Now, or if you're, some of those other stuff I show, especially Star Wars. I am going to pick up the occasional box. I did just get this in the mail today, Star Wars Galaxy. I do have a healthy collection of wax now because I go so slow opening wax. Uh, one pack a day. So, I picked up a blaster today. My Walmart has marked down all the stuff from last year, and they must be getting it shipped in from everywhere else, because every time I go in there, there's a whole shelf full of Allen and Ginter. Let's see what I picked up today. I picked up Bowman Platinum going after Jackson Holiday. Let's see, 21 Draft, Mosaic, the Panini stuff from last year, all at like $17. Uh, pick one up when I go in and just put it on the shelf and open it whenever I get to it. Uh, Not no big hurry. I'm not collecting it to resell. That's for damn sure. I'm collecting it to open. I'm not that guy, and I don't blame anybody that does it. I just wish. I think a lot of it is being put away for that reasoning. Uh, let's see. But back, I digress to my goals. I talked to Mike, and I bought some from him this week. He opened some cosmic chrome and pristine. So I picked up a few singles. I think I spent $30, $35 shipping from him, and I'm still gonna do some grading. But see, this will open me up to more so grading. I just have so much going on. I'm looking at a whole tray. You've probably seen this in my videos of cards that I've opened, even at one pack a day. Stuff I need to do something with. Plus, still going through I went through, made sure everything was in alphabetical order, took out stuff from my PC, and now I'm listing, purge. Just trying to get rid of stuff. Because I am thinking about moving to another apartment, somewhere a little bit better part of town. And I hate to say that because this town is not it's not bad if you go in the right direction. I just would like to have a little bit better apartment, a little bit better amenities, and closer to work. So that's going to cost a little bit. And also, I just like to do some other stuff. I bought some stuff for me to do better. I feel put on better presentations. I bought a thing for my microphone, some lighting so I can get rid of some of this glare, take better pictures for sales, stuff like that. And also to get more cases. To do more other things with my hobby than just buying cards and just buy. I know that sounds like a boy band music, but that's my feeling right now. I have bought a lot of cards a lot of singles since the national. Nothing to break the bank, but it's hard. I'm trying to figure out: do I put stuff away? Do I continue working on what I was working on? I got 4 or 5 different things that I'm doing all at one time. I'm trying to reset up my area for better streaming, and I want to for better gaming as well. Y'all know I like to play video games. Just trying to make this area better for me and easier access. So with that being said, that's my goals. Nothing crazy. I wanted to go more in depth with my goals. I was going to talk a little bit more about it, but I don't feel like it. And why is that, Scott? Well, this week has not been good for me. I told you before, when drama comes, this is my fun. This is my hobby. My work is stressful. Not as stressful as it used to be, but it can be. But my relaxation is cards. It's always been that way for my whole life. I just want to talk about that for 1 second. It might be long-winded tonight. Stick with me. Cards have always been there for me when everything else wasn't. When my family broke up, when deaths, when I got picked on, when the kids in the neighborhood decided it was my time for me to get picked on. When everybody else was going to dances, I had a social life when I got older, but not younger. Um, cards were there for me. That was my time. Um, it let me get closer to a sport I love in baseball, um, and just made me feel part of it. And as I got to adulting, the first thing that kind of took it away from me was finances. I was still doing it, but I couldn't do it the way I wanted to. Could only get a pack at a time, 20s, even early 30s. It was a lot of paycheck to paycheck, uh, rich on Friday, poor on Monday type of lifestyle. Um, a lot of it was inflicted. I used to party a lot. When I did have a social life, I went nuts. I mean, I'm not. It's hard. I'm not saying I was an outsider or nothing, but when I was younger, I didn't. I had friends, but my social life was different, and then I just leave it at that. And then, you know, the second thing that kind of took it away was COVID. And it wasn't COVID itself. It was just, again, finances. It got so expensive. You kind of had to start finding other ways to hobby. Uh, and now it's just, I joined this community. And I know Mr. Fisher, like the MFB, uh, has a thing of how you started, why you started, who got you started. Uh, and I got started in this as a dare, as friends in Iowa. I was watching some shows, and the people didn't know what the hell they were talking about, either about the sport I love, which really just infuriates me, or the cards. So they dared me, and I did it. I was already streaming on Twitch. Um, nothing big, but I had a couple at night. I would do late night, and I'd had the same few people I'd play games with, some shoot 'em ups and stuff like that. And I'll still play every once in a while, play around. I even throw up my stream just for fun. Uh, so I just started doing this, and it took a while. It took a long while before started getting traction, because I tell you, I've seen it. People start out being one way, they see it doesn't have any traction, and they gravitate to whatever does have traction. If it's reactions or vintage or something else that they didn't start out doing, but they find something they do has traction, that's what they're going to do for the clicks. I don't have a problem with that. Some of those channels I still watch to this day because I like the people doing that stuff. I find it still entertaining. There's a place for all of that. So I don't have any problem, but I can't do that. I'm me. This is what I am. I'm a little bit of everything as long as it's baseball. I do some football. Y'all seen that in college in Virginia, but I know the stuff I do is not just exciting over the top stuff, but it's cards. I do vintage a little bit, but it's not crazy. But I have other hobbies, other interests, and I don't sell a lot. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you what the top 5 of the cards of the week are, and nor do I care, because it has nothing to do with me. It has absolutely nothing to do with me, how I collect, unless it's one of the cards I'm trying to buy, which I doubt, because I'm not trying to get those cards. So it's going to be hard for me to get to 1,000 subs. Am I asking for a little help? I am. I'm straight up asking for help. But that's okay. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's not the end of the world, because I'm having fun what I'm doing in the community that I have. And what is that community? I'm an extension of Micah's community, 100%. I wouldn't have 200 subs if it wasn't for Mike. I did do one video where it still have over 11,000 views. on one video of my card room in Iowa. I had just this month, I think it said 20 some views, and that's from years ago. I still get comments to this day on it. So I am an extension of Mike. And how I got started was I got, don't tell me I can't do something, because I'm going to try to prove you I can. And I'm not going to talk the talk without walking the walk. And then I started meeting people like Mike, like Ed. They introduced me to people like Dave, Purple GT, Eloy Goat, OGs, man. I met Mike along the way. Mike, I kind of met Mike O through Mike Moynihan. I met Eric Those Back Pages through Mike. Mike doesn't even know it, but by watching his channel. That's why Mike has a lot of leeway with me. I know a lot of people have problems. I see things, and we don't all have to agree on everything. But I see the good that Mike does in this community. But some things this week I did not like. And it's not from one side or the other. It's coming from everywhere. I have talked to somebody about it. I texted a lot with somebody about this week. I thought they did a great reaction video on it, bringing everything up. But then I saw people that I also respect on the other side react to it in a very bad way as well. And I don't agree with everything on either part. And I was upset. I even lost some sleep over this, because I'm sitting here. I called Mike O, and we talked all the way from work Thursday night. My 30-minute ride, and a little longer than that in my when I was sitting in the parking lot before I came in my apartment, because I was upset, not like crying or anything, but you want to have integrity. You want to have what's the words? It's tough for me. I've been waiting all day. I ran errands just to think about this. I feel like we're mad at shouldn't be mad. We're not upset and looking at the right things. We're looking past each other. There's room here to engage in real conversation, not finger pointing. But it should be with people that are engaged in the community, ones that are in the community, the ones that are the community. And now what does that mean? That means the ones that watch videos, not just only do videos, comment, talk to each other on phone calls. Community can mean a lot of different things, and diversity in that community. Man, has my Rolodex grown over the last few years. Don just texted me the other day out of the blue to check on Nats Man. And no, I haven't forgot about Nats Man. Nats Man is my brother from another mother. Nats Man and me met through my Let's Talk, me ranting about tops. By the same way I met Mike, by the same time. And that's a brotherhood I would, that's a friend I would have at any point in my life over anything. We're more than cards now. Me and Mike, same way. Ed, I have people that text me just to say hi. And I wish I had more time. Don, I wish I had more time to talk to him the other day. I could just text him back saying Nats Man is great. Even better, I hope he's on my channel tomorrow night and could talk a little bit more about it. Mr. Fisher bike I talked to. It's just it my Rolodex right now. I have people I could text on all kinds of different um, things, friendship cards, anything. Um, you know, and that's great. But the community thing, and I've seen us snipping at each other over, I think, of somebody that maybe not as invested in this community as we think that person is. So that's my biggest issue. And I want to talk about. I'm talking about this on my little chat today, and not tomorrow night on Sunday night. Let's talk, because this is my opinions. Also, the other thing that really upset me is people saying it's over just $60, $66. Now, on a person that's did the selling, I know that's not a lot of money to that person, but we don't know the circumstances of the person that was buying it. $66 might be that person's whole budget for a month, 6 months, a week, a day, an hour. We don't know. But it was big enough for that person to go, hold on, let me just see if I can get another opinion on this. They didn't like the opinion, and everything was done correctly to that point. And that's all I want to talk about is to that point. And then everybody wants to snip. It was just $66. And they want to bring up the person that started this whole fiasco. Well, that person was under the opinion of one thing, and to that person, $66 could have been everything. We don't know. We don't know that person's circumstances. And let me tell you, if $66, $6, $666 is money. It's money. In this time and age we got going on right now, every dollar counts. And if it doesn't, I'm happy for you. But for me, it does. For me, it does. And I'm really hurt, and really taken back how people just feel to make statements. It's only $66. And let's talk about the person that started all of this. I've read that a couple of times. No. We shouldn't be. We should be talking about how we can learn from this, be better as humans, be better people, to do the right thing. If everybody thinks that one person did all the right things, hindsight is definitely not 2020. So, I'm sad about what happened, way it went down, the joyfulness of thinking you're right and everybody else is wrong. And building, I heard a mob mentality went after one person where it feels like it's enough mob to go around for everybody. And I might get some for this one. I don't know. Who knows how this is taken. But this is just something I've been milling around all day. I try to do the right thing. I buy from Mike because he does the right thing. Until he doesn't, I will not. There, to use your clout as somebody on here in this community, and then use your name to sell cards and to be a big name in this community and use that name. You should be better. Should be. Perfect? No. But better, yes. I know this is going to be emo Scott to some, and hope I come off all right, not babbling, get off my lawn type of deal. What I do want to talk, I will be coming on tomorrow night. Let's talk. Hopefully, I can have a roundtable discussion on community, and I want people in my chat to be coming up with stuff. What defines your community? How should we treat each other in a community? I know there's cliques in a community. It always is. Neighborhoods, however you want to define it. But to be a card community, what does that mean to you in your definition? I will start being at 9 o'clock. Somebody else decided to come along. I've been doing this. This was my 160th episode. Not all on Sundays, but since I've been in North Carolina, they have been all but 2. They've been on Monday night. But somebody decided else they want to be on Sunday night at 8. And I would like to have some of that group that used to watch me at 8 o'clock be in this conversation. I even thought about texting them to be in this conversation live. But just be in the chat, give me your 10 cents, and go, hey, Scott, I'd love to come and go. And if you watch this and tomorrow you get in touch with me, all my information is on my abouts. You can contact me, email, Instagram, Facebook. It's all right there. And you want to come on and talk about and be part of the discussion, positive discussion on community. That's my invite. And I hope I made some coherent sense with this babbling, because I thought about quitting everything this week. I thought about shutting down Big Scott 35. Because when I think I see injustice or voices not being heard or forgotten, I tend to either fight or just kind of give up and walk away from the people that I feel like doing the injustice. Right? I just keep it to myself, Scott. Again, I'm not mad at anyone. I'm not angry. I'm just hurt and upset. So with that being said, like, share, tell a friend. Please subscribe if you haven't. A little over 400 subscribers away. And in this hobby, we have grown. We haven't been always with open arms. We're a little standoffish from people. We tell people to hobby the way you hobby, collect the way you collect, do what you love and enjoy. But yet we're quick to comment and react on how people do it. Or things they say. I make fun of Jeff Wilson and other people, but they're part of this hobby too. So, until next time, see ya.